George Kilpatrick, Inspiration for the Nation. August is Black Business Month, and so we're scouring the queues to find Black businesses that you may or may not know about. And we've got one here today. Shakira Kemp, she is the proprietor of the Cuse Curlfriend. You can find her on the CuseCurlfriend.com. And she does hair, but she does it naturally. And so we'll find out what that means and talk about why you're choosing natural. Let's talk about that. So why natural hair? And of course, you do you do women's hair. Do you do men as well? Right. So all kinds of hair, but natural. So natural has a lot of different meanings and a lot of different connotations. So when you say natural hair, what do you mean?
I mean the hair that has not been relaxed with any chemicals.
Okay.
When I say that. Yeah.
All right. And so why natural hair?
Before I went to cosmetology school back in 2019, in 2018, first of all, let me step back. I've been natural my whole entire life, and I never really knew how to care for my own natural curls. You know, growing up in the 90s, it was a lot of like relaxing and pressing the hair, so nobody really knew how to tend to the natural curls. So I pretty much went through just majority of my childhood, you know, just wearing the ponytails and the bobos and things. And then when 2018 rolled around, I had the grand idea to like become like a YouTuber.
Okay.
And so, and that's when I really decided I wanted to learn how to take care of my own curls because I had never done that before. And then once I started learning about hair and the science of hair, I was locked in. I was like, oh, this is what I want to do. I don't want to do any chemicals or anything like that. I just want to do natural hair, and that's it.
It's funny because you said you became a YouTuber. So tell me about that.
Well, I attempted.
Yeah.
So I one night I was just going down a rabbit hole on Instagram, and I just saw a bunch of young ladies who had a lot of curly hair, and they were like on YouTube and being influencers, and I was like, oh, I think I can do that. So let me give it a try. It's not easy being a content creator, but after a while, I ended up hooking up with two natural hairstylists, and I realized everything that I was like putting on YouTube was not correct. So I was like, okay, so we're not going to be a YouTuber. We're going to go to cosmetology school to learn the correct information.
So you said that you learned that a lot of what you saw on YouTube wasn't correct, and did that cause problems for you?
Yeah, my hair suffered from the things that I was from the misinformation on the internet. Some of the methods I was trying out and doing to my hair was just so dry and just so like unmanageable. When I look back, it was really bad. But yeah, it definitely caused some issues, and I would literally cut off my whole day. Like I wouldn't go anywhere because that was wash day, and it would take hours and hours and hours, and I was over that. So yeah.
So you went from trying to find ways to do your natural hair curly, and you said you went your whole life, never had your hair relaxed, to I'm going to go to cosmetology school because YouTube is not going to do it, because YouTube is full with misinformation, although some people find stuff that does help them. But like you said, you ran into some bad luck over there.
Right.
And then you decided to open a salon. That's a big jump. Tell me about how you got to that.
Like I was saying, when I decided to sign up for cosmetology school, I knew that if I was going to teach people about hair, I wanted to have the credentials behind it. And once I decided I was going to go to cosmetology school, I started following the people that I wanted to be like. And those people were business owners. They had their own salons, their own suites. They were like, you know, just running their own entire business. They weren't someone's employee. And so when I was in school, I was like, that's what I want to do. I don't want to work for anybody. I just want to be my own boss, essentially, and do hair.
And so how's it been going for you?
Oh, it's been going pretty well.
Yeah. Are you surprised by how it's been going?
A little bit. And the reason being is I never no, a lot of the stylists here, do like they press out the hair or they do like wigs and weaves and stuff like that, which is totally fine. And I didn't think that there was a lot of women or men really wanted to learn about their hair because I didn't know anybody who was seeking. Well, I shouldn't say I didn't know anybody. I didn't. I wasn't. I just at the time wasn't. I didn't realize that people wanted to learn about it. So when I started my journey as a independent hairstylist, and people were like, "Oh my goodness, I'm so happy I found you! Like I've been looking for somebody. I don't want to go to the salon to get my hair blown out so I can get it cut. I just want to cut in this natural state and all of this stuff." And I was like, "Oh, so this is what y'all want here? Okay, well, great. Let's partner up. Let's do it." So.
And so you're going to be talking with Shakira Kemp, the Q's curl friend. She does natural hair. So does it matter how long my hair is? So look. Mm-hmm. So I'm assuming I'm assuming you gotta have something to work with work with you. Okay, all right. So does it matter then that your hair is longer or shorter? Not like mine. This is like a Caesar almost, but or basically it is. But does it matter that it's longer or short?
No,
in terms.
Not at all.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter where you are. Like I've had clients come with 3 inches of hair. I've had clients come with 12 inches of hair, and everybody is in a point in their journey that needs some type of help at some point. And like I said, it doesn't matter whether it's long or short. They just are looking for the help. A lot of people are looking to grow the hair, so they want to take care of it in a short state, so that when it gets to a long state,
right,
good to go. So yeah.
And so, when you think about that, because I know that for a lot of, let's talk about women. So, what are the women's hangups about letting their hair go natural?
A lot of times it's unmanageable. They feel like it takes a really long time.
Maintenance, right?
Maintenance, yes, that's the biggest hang up for a lot of women with their natural hair. And I get it, because like I was saying, like, a lot of stuff that's out in the natural hair community is telling you that you need a full wash day, when honestly, if we eliminate certain things, certain steps in our routines, we can get it down to maybe 2, maybe 3 hours versus a whole 8-hour day taking care of our hair.
So let's talk. Go ahead.
I'm just saying they can reclaim their time. So.
And so I noticed that your language, you're not judging people who do all the other kind of things. If they want to press it, but they want to weave, they want to do that. You said that's their preference. Yeah. But you're also offering something for other folks that just want to do their own stuff, which takes a lot of work, right?
It does. Yes. Absolutely.
All right. So what do we need to, what's proper hair maintenance? Let's talk about that.
Proper hair maintenance is just cleansing. Shampoo is a cleanser, conditioning the hair, and applying whatever style of product you want to take care of your hair at that time. I typically tell people that rule of thumb is to tend to use your hair about every week to maybe every 10 days or so. Only because if you go so long without doing anything to it, it's just going to be a nightmare in a sense. If you wait 3 weeks, 4 weeks to do your hair again,
right.
And then you're going to really feel like it's unmanageable because you've taken so long to do something to it. But that's generally the basis of it is shampoo, conditioner, and a styling product.
I know that there are some products you recommend. So I hear lots of things: coconut oil, jojoba oil, this, that, the other. What are the recommended products that you recommend as people begin their natural hair journey? Because there's also I would assume there's some preparation that you suggest people go to before they come to you to start their journey.
Yeah, I asked them to not use any oil before they come to see me, and gel. And before they come see me, I don't really recommend anything to them until they get to the service, because that way we can sit down and consult, and then I can figure out what's going on in your life and your hair, so that I can give them the specific recommendation for them. But generally, I tell them, I'm trying to think what shampoo that I recommend typically the most. Well, my favorite, so I'll talk about my favorite shampoos. My favorite shampoo is by a brand called AG Hair. The shampoo is Balance and the conditioner is called Boost.
Mm-hmm.
I've been using those for the last 2-3 years and it has not steered me wrong. And a lot of my clients use those products as well because it does a really great job of cleansing the hair, especially for my clients that are like really active as far as working out and things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
And the conditioner is great. It really helps with easing detangling because a lot of naturals have a really hard time during that portion of taking care of their hair as well.
Yeah, as I'm listening to you, obviously it's not just natural hair care. You also cut and trim and do you do all of that too. Just right. I'm just imagining, just do something to my hair, make it. No, you actually style and you trim and you cut. Now, are you a loctician? Do you do locking at all?
No, I don't do any locking of any sort.
And why don't you do that?
I don't have the capacity to learn it right now. I did try my hand at it a little bit, like when I first went to cosmetology school, but as of right now, I'll just leave that to the other folks in the city.
It's interesting because that is a method that people do also use. It's a natural hairstyle.
Yes,
so if someone has locks and they come to you, can you help them?
I mean, I could
wash them for them, okay,
and do a simple retwist.
Right.
But more so, when somebody had locks, I would just direct them to other resources because I am connected with some really great locticians that pretty much follow the philosophies that I do. So I just try to outsource, like, hey, you should check this person out, and things like that.
So it begins with a consult to see what's going on with your hair, and then you recommend products. And I know that's important for people who are listening or watching. You suggest that people don't compare their hair journey to others. Why?
Absolutely. It's because there's something you don't know what someone is dealing with their hair, where they're at in their journey. A lot of people think that their hair is going to just change overnight, and that's not how it is. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. And where you're at in your journey compared to somebody else, y'all could be on 2 different wavelengths. And also the journey can change over time depending on what you do to your hair. And there's something out there called curl envy. Some people start to, I wish my hair was like that person, or I wish my hair was like that person. That just creates comparison is the thief of joy. Like, you can't really enjoy your journey if you're comparing yourself to the next person.
I mean, I think people will look at your curls and say, like, right?
They do.
I just find it hard to believe, though, that mama never put the hot comb to your hair.
Well, no, so
that's different.
She did. So when I was younger, I think around age 13 or 14, I had got my hair pressed, and I wore my hair straight pretty much until I was about like 24 or so.
Okay.
And then that was the time where I was just on YouTube as a consumer. I wasn't trying to be on YouTube.
Right.
So I did, I had pressed hair for like 10 years. So.
You had the pressed hair, but you never got it relaxed.
Never had relaxed, no.
Okay. I just wanted to clarify that because I was gonna say, I don't know. I was like, no, I mean, I don't know, but it just seemed like that would be something that a lot of people would have done in their lifetime. Look, I grew up. Listen, y'all know nothing about this, but I grew up in the era with the hot comb on the stove and with the fire. Okay. Mm-hmm. Now I know y'all don't know nothing about that if you have an electric stove, but the hot comb on the stove, and then you put it on the side, get the thing.
That is right.
A true hot comb, right?
Yes. Yes.
And I know some of y'all got the memories on your neck too because of that hot comb.
On the ears.
On the ears, right. Sit still. Yes. It wasn't me that got that, but I'm just saying I know that was part of it. So I really wanted to highlight what you're doing and what other tips do you have for women and men? I mean, I focus mainly on women, but I guess for men, again, you can't do nothing for your boy, but what do you do for guys? Because a lot of guys these days, they're doing, young men in particular, They're doing something. I
Yes.
call it the no comb look, where they appear to wake up and just go outside. You see, if you watch NBA basketball, that seems to be the like just wake up.
Yes.
But that's actually a style I've come to learn that's just not like random whatever that is on the top. There's actually something to that. So
Yes.
can you help a brother out with that?
Yes, the guys are leaning more into their natural hair too. They're like, I want to grow my hair out. You know, what should I do? I actually have quite a few male clients, and they come in for the education just like the women, and they want to learn how to take care of their hair or how to twist it up, or so it's not so dry. And they have all the questions that the women have. So
Right.
So yeah, same thing I tell them. Cleanse every week, especially for the guys who are extremely like active. Like you gotta definitely shampoo your hair.
Yeah.
A lot of guys don't use conditioner. So that's always a big one with me. I'm like, you have to condition your hair. You cannot just shampoo.
So in order for me to get some help, I gotta grow some hair first.
Yes.
And even if it's not gonna be all over my head, then you can right? Because it ain't gonna be everywhere because there's some parts that ain't gonna come in.
I help to take care of those parts right
there. That would be a good thing. Well, Shakira Kemp is the owner of the Cuse Curl Friend, and find her on Facebook and the Cuse Curl CURL friend.com. And she also so do you have your own salon yet?
So I am in the midst of, so I signed a lease for my own salon suite.
Yay.
So that will be, I'll be fully moved in at least by the middle to the end of September. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And then people can find you. Wow. Congratulations. And for people, we're just highlighting black businesses. So if you're looking for a natural hair person, there she is. Shakira Kemp. I know the hips don't lie. We could just say the hair don't lie either. Right? Hair don't lie. That could be your and you're gonna have to send me a check now. That could be your thing. Hair don't Shakira, the Cuse Curl Friend. Hair don't lie. No,
I like that though.
You like it?
I have to use it. Tag you.
Listen, go ahead, Shakira. I'm giving you that one.
Because if somebody's looking for educational services and hands-on, because I do hands-on coaching, so I walk people through the whole entire process. So I definitely don't just like stop somebody here and send them out the door, because I believe that education is key, and applying the knowledge is what's going to help people. So we all want education.
I know that Ayana, my daughter, who produced this program for us today, she said, you got to talk to Shakira. I think it's really important that your listeners hear from someone who is interested in natural hair. So now they know somebody, and good luck to you, Shakira, and on your journey, a Black-owned business, Black business mom. And so glad that you could join us, and keep up the good work. And like I said, if I got some hair, I'd come see you. Anyway, inspiration for the nation.
Thank you, Patrick. I appreciate it.
Inspiration for the nation.